You think the guy's daffy?
Daffy, nothing. I'm going to do a little research work on my own. Where's that phone? Give me a screwdriver, Popus.
You going to take the phone apart, Bob?
Sure, I fitted a piece of the pencil lead under the dial. When your professor spun it, it went around with the dial and made a mark each time. I used a watch to click it over a notch with every spin.
Holy smoke, look.
Yeah, it worked pretty good. Now, there's 7 marks there. All I got to do is sort of translate them. Pretty nice of the professor to write down his own number for me. Well, here goes.
You're phoning his number?
Shut up.
Hey, Rox, that ain't right.
Shut up, I tell you. Hello? Is this Plaza 74018? Who? Dr. Who's residence? Oh, never mind. Thanks. So that's who he is. Well, now it's my turn. You sound happy, Professor.
Rock, how did you get in my office?
It was a cinch. Kind of careless of a mastermind to leave his windows open. Dr. Clitterhouse.
Oh. You know my name, too.
Yeah, I know all about you.
You intend exposing me to the police?
Me? Do a thing like that? Why should I?
Well, then what do you want?
Now, take it easy. We'll get to that. While I was waiting for you, I've been reading your little black book here.
My notes?
Names and everything in here. Blood analysis of OK after loft robbery. Pupils of Rock's eyes react slowly to strong light. Ought to make nice reading for the cops.
Now, look here, Rox. I've tried to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were alone.
Oh, it's all right, Miss Randolph. Anything wrong?
No, I just forgot to tell you that I put some paradixyl chloride tablets in your cabinet. Mrs. Gansett might call.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Randolph. Good night.
Good
Stick
night.
around, sweetheart.
What?
I said stick around, sweetheart. Maybe the doc's been shooting off his mouth to you, too.
Doctor, what right is this man to
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Miss Randolph. Apparently, I've made the same mistake as the immortal Dr. Frankenstein. This is my monster.
Oh, then he must be one of... I
was right, eh? The dame is one.
Now, I assure you, Rox, that Miss Randolph is the soul of discretion. Now, please let her go.
She stays, Doc. She knows what the score was, so she may as well know what the score is going to be.
Oh, you have a plan?
Sure, I got a plan. These notes of yours prove plenty, and I've got them. And that sort of puts you over the barrel. From now on, Doc, you're going to be working for me.
Oh, very interesting.
It's wonderful. You got an in with a lot of rich guys, and you're going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to slip me the layout of their houses, find out safe combinations, tell me when they won't be home. It'll be a cleanup for me. And just to show you I ain't a bad guy, I'm going to give you 10%.
Well, your generosity stuns me.
You take it and like it.
Doctor, you mustn't let him do this to
No,
you.
I'm afraid it's unavoidable. Well, what else can I do?
Nothing but offer your new boss a drink.
Oh, yes. Good suggestion. I have some excellent scotch in the cabinet.
Wow. About 6 fingers and a water glass ought to do the trick. Oh, how about you, sweetheart? A little snifter?
No, thank you.
Ah, don't be like that. You know, you ain't bad looking. You take them flat-heeled shoes off you and take some of the starch out of that uniform.
Leave her alone, Rox.
Private stock, huh? Okay. But hurry up with the drink. Talking to her gives me a chill.
It's on the way. Rox, do you seriously mean all you said?
Try and cross me, Doc. You'll find out.
Well, that's that. Here's your drinks.
Thanks. It's not bad.
It's imported. You probably noticed the full smoky flavor.
Well, a toast. So a killing for me and 10% for you.
Well, couldn't you make that to crime and research?
Still harping on research, huh?
Yes, because I have some more to do. I've neglected the study of the greatest crime of all.
Yeah, what's that?
Murder.
Ah, that's bad business, Doc. You can't get away with it.
Oh, I don't know. It's quite easy for a doctor to eliminate someone. A poison administered in the guise of medicine, the body dropped in some convenient river, and the verdict would be death by drowning.
You got a nasty mind, Doc. I'm getting sort of sleepy.
You are, Rox?
Yeah. That drink sure hit me.
Oh, did it? Look at me. Can you see me clearly?
No. You look funny. Small and far off.
My voice. Sounds rather indistinct, doesn't it?
Talk louder. I can't hear you good.
Doctor, what have you done to him?
Well, as you pointed out, Miss Randolph, there were paradictyl chloride tablets in the cabinet.
Doc, I can't open my eyes.
No, Rox. And you never will again.
You. Oh, thanks.
There's no use struggling. Unfortunately, you placed me in a position where this was the only way out. I couldn't very well sacrifice my life's work because you were greedy, could I, Rox? Could I, Rox?
No, I couldn't.
You killed him.
Yes. I'm terribly sorry I had to do it, but he was going to place me in such a position that my life's work would suffer. I'm so sorry, Rox, but you created an impossible situation, my friend.
Good morning, Dr. Clitterhouse.
Oh, Inspector Lane. Oh, delighted to see you. What brings you out so early, Inspector?
I've got another splitting headache
Oh, that's too bad. How long have you had it?
since early this morning. It started when we fished the body of Rox Valentine out of the river.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He was full of poison. Paradictyl chloride.
Oh, how distressing for him. Any clues?
Yes. Yes, in his pocket was a book of matches with a telephone number written inside the cover. It was somewhat blurred by the water, but it's either Plaza 74018
What?
or Plaza 74016.
Well, it couldn't be Plaza 74018. That's my number.
Yeah.
So it must be the other one, 4016.
That belongs to the Beauty Form Girdle Company.
Oh, valuable clue, Inspector.
Oh, we'll get more. We just picked up Harry Popus and O.K. Kinsella, and we'll soon have a complete description of this mysterious professor. I'm on my way to talk to them now.
Yes, but your headache, Inspector.
Oh, well, that's almost gone. However, don't be surprised if I drop back later today.
No, I won't. Goodbye, Inspector. Miss Randolph,
Yes, Doctor.
get Tom Harrington on the phone, please.
Your lawyer?
Yes, tell him I want to see him immediately.
Doctor, why did Inspector Lane come here? Was it...
He had a headache, Miss Randolph.
Oh,
The contagious kind. Now I have one. Inspector Lane will be back soon to place me under arrest.
oh, Doctor, it's terrible.
Oh, no, don't worry, Miss Randolph. It's a clear case of monomania. As my own personal physician, I've just diagnosed my own case.
Yes, Dr. Clitterhouse?
I'm crazy, Miss Randolph. Absolutely crazy.
Order in the court, please. Will the foreman of the jury please stand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you arrived at a verdict?
Well, no, Your Honor. We can't figure out the testimony of those alienists. They talk about melancholia and psychoneuroses and hyperamnesia until it drives us nuts. Pardon the expression.
Their language leaves a doubt in your mind?
That's right. We know Dr. Clitterhouse killed Valentine. He said so himself. But we've listened to all those experts, and we still don't know whether he's sane or whether he's, well...
Go ahead. I'll pardon the expression.
Thanks, Your Honor. Nuts.
I'm sure that none of us has any desire to prolong this trial. Dr. Clitterhouse,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you resume the witness stand?
Certainly, sir.
Mr. Foreman, I am recalling Dr. Clitterhouse in order to put several questions to him myself.
Oh, I hope it works, Your Honor.
Are you ready for the questioning, Dr. Clitterhouse?
Now, look here, Your Honor. We've been at this for days, and I'm tired of all this nonsense. Let's get it over with. I'm not insane at all. I was aware of the consequences of my actions that night.
You were?
Yes, but not of their extent or far-reaching possibilities.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Harrington?
Your Honor, could we have a short recess?
I'm sorry, Mr. Harrington, but that's impossible.
But I'm afraid that the strain on my client may...
That will be all, Mr. Harrington. Now, Dr. Clitterhouse, as a competent medical authority, do you believe it possible for an insane man to write a sane book?
Emphatically not.
In that case, do you consider your book, Crime and Research, to be irrational and of no scientific value?
Quite the contrary. I consider my book completely rational and of definite scientific value. Say what you please about me. Do anything to me the law allows, but you must not question the sanity of my book.
I see. Now, assuming that it is impossible for an insane man to write a sane book, in your opinion, you are perfectly sane.
Perfectly. Now, do what you will with me.
Well, I'm sorry, Dr. Clitterhouse. If, as you say...
Your Honor,
Mr. Foreman?
you don't have to ask him anything else. We've reached a verdict.
What is the verdict?
Not guilty, by reason of insanity.
What?
Well, how on earth did you arrive at that?
Well, Your Honor, the prisoner hasn't got a prayer unless he proves himself insane. His life depends on it. So there he sits, trying his best to prove he's sane. Only an insane man would do that. So he must be, pardon the expression, nuts, very nuts.
Dr. Clitterhouse, you have heard the verdict of the jury. Have you any comment to make?
Amazing. Really amazing.